Dobro Poledne, moi canale. Good afternoon, my channel. We're here on Venice Beach on a beautiful, sunny fall afternoon. Gorgeous, 70 degrees, beautiful ocean breeze coming down. Of course, here on the Danny Slant channel, if I'm not normally bringing you a bicycle adventure video, I'm usually covering the homelessness issues in my neighborhood. Usually the encampment sweeps. But today I'm going to bring you something just a little bit different. I was put in touch with a woman who lives here in Venice, and she has been evicted from her apartment. So she is just steps away from becoming homeless. I spoke with her on the phone, and she says that she does not have any drug or alcohol addiction, which is different than the 99.9% of the people that I have talked to on my channel, those that are on the street homeless. So it's very interesting that she's very close to homelessness, and she's been really struggling and trying to find a place to go to. So I want to talk to her. I want to talk to her about her struggles, talk to her about her difficulties, talk to her about what is leading to her almost becoming homeless, because I think it's important. Plus, she seems to be that rare unicorn out there, somebody who isn't homeless out here that is usually because of the addiction. So we're going to talk to her in a few moments here and find out her story, find out what she's looking for, and try to give her some help. All right, so stay tuned to the Danny Slant channel. Remember, if you like the content of the Danny Slant channel, remember to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notifications, like the video, leave the comments. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm and allows me to bring you more wonderful content here for your entertainment and enjoyment. So we've agreed to meet here on Oceanfront Walk here in Venice Beach, right at the Venice Muscle Beach. Right there where Arnold used to pump the iron. By the way, speaking of pumping iron, my physical therapy is going pretty well, but I still got a long way to go before I get clearance for riding on my bicycle again. But getting a little bit better. I can almost get my arm all the way up here. So this is it. This is the famous Muscle Beach. Franco Colombo, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all the famous old school bodybuilder guys used to live here. And this is where we agreed to meet here. So I'm a little bit early. Just thought I'd capture a couple little shots here. Okay, hi, I'm Danny Slant, and I just want to ask you, is it okay if I video record you and use you on my YouTube channel?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. And who are you?
My name is Ava.
Okay, Ava, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming down here. As I explained to my viewers a little bit earlier in the intro, I said, you know, I normally do bicycle videos about riding my bike around the world, or I'm covering local issues in Venice about homeless encampments. And I said, you know, normally my experience is that those people have an addiction. And I said, I have just been introduced to you, and I think you are the exception, that you're somebody who doesn't have that, yet I know your circumstances is that you are very close to being evicted, and you've had some struggles, and I wanted you to tell me about your story and what's happening with that.
Okay, so the answer is I am not about to be evicted. I already am evicted because I lost my case on August 21st. And yes, I do not have any addictions, as you mentioned before. And feel free to ask what part of the story you would like to hear.
Sure, sure. I mean, you know, the county and the state spends over $1 billion a year to get people housing, yet my experience has been that those people that are on the street level and everyone else, they never get anything. Yes. So what I'm trying to do with my channel is to let all my viewers know, the local viewers so they can vote differently, the national, international viewers so they really understand that this money is being spent, but we don't see results.
Yes.
We just see frustrations, and you know, you lost your case, so you're being
very happy to update you on this, because I've been through this whole system for over almost a year.
Okay.
Since even though I was hoping for the best, I kind of saw this coming, so I did not wait till the last moment, and I have called probably every single governmental or private organization that was advertising will help you to stay in your place, prevention of homelessness. We prefer if you already have a place, so you can stay in your place, which makes sense. It's on the website. It does not exist at all. Okay, just doesn't exist no matter what the website say. Then the next thing is basically you never get any cash money, like to supplement your rent, which it could have helped me before I got evicted if I had some income for the rent. So right now, the situation, again, I don't know where the billions are, but definitely not even close to me. The only information I have, and again, it's over several months of the search, is only shelters. Shelters are crowded, shelters are temporary, so you have definitely several people in one room. They only guarantee, I guess, like 2 weeks, and that's it. There are other types of housing which I don't know much about, probably for people who are in some addiction program, also likely women with children, and perhaps seniors, but I am not in any of those groups. Myself, I have a disability. I have actually more than one disability. I have medical records for that. It's not just me self-claiming I have a disability. I have medical records for that. But even that, this fact, which I think is a pretty big fact, has not helped me to find any help from the government.
Okay, so you've got disabilities. Have you put in a claim with the federal Social Security disability insurance and the Cal disability insurance?
Yes, I am waiting for my disability. Actually, I'm appealing for my disability, even though I have evidence. I know from my mental health doctors, there is probably over 200 pages of evidence since I have been having issues and been under the medical care since 2017. And I applied for the disability first in September 2023. I got denied in July 2024, which is about 10 months. So right now I got an attorney, which is a free attorney, but not as much free since they take 25% of what I earn, if I earn it, and I'm working on an appeal through them. But who knows, since the denial took them 10 months, so let's say if I am lucky and I get finally approved, it might be another 10 months.
Okay, so basically, yeah, you're in a very tough spot. Sorry, you have to excuse me. I actually have a bad shoulder. I just had shoulder surgery, so it really hurts me to hold the camera with one hand. So with this, yeah, you're not on the high list. You've been asking, and then basically the only thing that they've been offering you is a shelter, which is a shared shelter, which is you can go to a shelter, but you're in there with everybody in a common room.
The thing is, with my disabilities, I could not be around other people. I would not be able to share a room.
Okay.
It would be dangerous for me and possibly dangerous for them.
Right.
So again, and I am a woman who has 0 criminal record, 0 of drug use or any reckless behavior in my past. So I have been looking for a home I could live on my own, something simple, and eventually, you know, get some healing and eventually be on my own.
Are you still actively asking people if they would let you house sit their house?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay, so I want to let all my viewers know, anybody who's out here, how far would you be willing to relocate if somebody was in Orange County or Ventura County? Would you be willing to move up to there to watch their house?
That would be maybe a little bit of a stretch for me,
Okay.
but since my options are limited, I would consider it, because I also have my therapist, my doctors around here. Also, my car is in a pretty bad shape, so commuting from Oxnard or so to LA, and also with my health,
Sure.
longer commutes are harder for me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would prefer where I am right now, which is Venice, Santa Monica, or even down to Playa del Rey, El Segundo. That would be the best for me.
Okay, absolutely. So someplace that's certainly close.
Yes.
In that way, because you're obviously here, you're part of this community. You want to remain in the community.
Absolutely.
We understand that. And at the same time, I also do you still have a GoFundMe?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I want to encourage. I'll put a link below so that all my viewers on my channel can see your GoFundMe, because definitely, I mean, to me, any way that we can help you. What we don't want you to is to become a statistic. As I was waiting for you to show up, I mean, the Venice Beach Oceanfront Walk is just filled. We've got thousands of people, although they all suffer, from the addictions, but they're homeless. It flabbergasts me that we don't have a social safety net.
Absolutely.
That to me, you're basically saying you want this, but yet you've got places that are just online and phone numbers
Yes.
that with no help.
Absolutely, yes.
And yet I don't want you to slip that next step. So I want to make sure that we can help you. So again, my viewers, if you've got a house available, she can house sit. If there's anybody who can contribute to the GoFundMe, I'll put the link below. And then here's just one more thing that I just learned about yesterday. The newspaper, the West Side Current, just ran a story yesterday. LA County last year spent $585 million building permanent supportive housing. So they built physical houses, apartments, condos. And they just did an audit of their buildings, and they found out the buildings are 71% unoccupied. They built the buildings. They're there. They're brand new. They spent a lot of money, yet there's only 29% of the occupancy. So 71% of the building is not occupied. What? We ask, what are you waiting for? You already spent the money. You built the building. You're saying there's nothing for me. There's nothing here. I can't get this. I have to appeal this. I have to appeal that. And yet we know for a fact there are empty rooms right now in the city. Let me ask this. Would you accept if they gave they have the project, it's called, they always rename it every year, but basically they give you a hotel voucher to go into a hotel.
Well, as far as I know, they don't do that anymore.
No,
I know it from different sources. Again, no matter what the websites say, all the viewers out there don't trust. If you open and say, "Oh, but I see this website," no,
Yeah,
not really. So it's very sad. And I want to say, I have been part of Venice communities for 20 years. I lived here. I was even in my better times. I was engaged in Venice. With Venice people, I know local shops. Venice has changed over 20 years, but my heart is still in Venice, and I would like to stay here, heal, and contribute.
And we want you to be part of this community. And that's why when I heard your story, I said I have to contact you. I've never done an episode like this on my channel, but I think it's really important. Because I know a lot of us kind of get angry and we say, oh yeah, these are just the people out here doing the drugs and this and that, but yet here is somebody that actually has some real issues, and yet you're getting nothing. Nula, nima niets. You get nothing, and it's horrible. I mean, and I want to be able to change that. If the very least I can do is bring some attention to this issue and get some people out here, if I can get somebody to help, who has a house, and let's just put the information on this, and with the hotel vouchers program, I know the mayor was just bragging about the encampment they just put into the hotels down in Koreatown, but they do very limited, encampments. So they'll take 20 or 30 of them and give them the vouchers. It's not available, much like we all believe. We think it's available citywide where if somebody wants it. The only option you always get, that I know for sure, is go down to the community room at the shelter, which is the one in Downey for the county, and the other one is downtown. And then you're going to just be in a cot in a room full of people. That's the only one. And then, as you said, there's a limit. It's a finite amount of time that you're allowed to stay there before they want you to exit that system as well. So we want you to be here. Any final thoughts or anything else that you...
My final thoughts are that I would like to heal. I need time, and I have, as I said, I have a mental and also physical disability, and this whole uncertainty does not help me in my healing. And I used to be involved or professional in healing arts and therapies, physical therapists as well. And this, this situation makes things worse. And just because I am, having a strong mind, I haven't reached to drugs or abuse any substances, but in a way I can understand that out of despair so many people do that, and it's just terrible. So please, people out there, try to help me. I am open book. If you want more information on me, run my criminal record. I'm a US citizen, so you're very welcome, and I'm looking forward to hearing from someone.
I really appreciate you talking to me, and I want to let you know I give you my promise, since I'm the one that contacted you. I give you my promise that I'm going to keep following up with you to try to make sure that we can get a solution to this. What I don't want you to do is to keep falling down and falling and keep continuing the fall, because to me this is the ideal situation. Let us get you where you're at right now and improve you, as opposed to continuing to take steps downward, where it becomes really difficult and your life becomes really hard to manage. I don't want that. You've already got things. We deserve more as a society. We pay our taxes to have this to be helped, and yet we see the money being squandered and not being used. I'm going to reach out. Let me see if I can talk to people, including somebody at the counselor's at the council person's office, to see if there's anything that we can do to sort of expedite this along. It doesn't hurt to keep reaching out. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. And let's get back in touch here, and we'll keep following up to see how things are progressing with you. And thank you again so much for sharing on my channel.
You're welcome.
So remember, if you're enjoying the content of the Danny Slant channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, leave a comment, like the video. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm and helps continue to promote the channel, so Danny Slant can continue bringing you this amazing content. Okay. That was really tough and kind of heartbreaking here, having that conversation with Ava and the stuff that she's going through. So I want to again encourage all my viewers, if you know anybody here in Los Angeles who wants a house sitter, if you could throw her a couple of Corona, a couple shekels, a few euro, a few dollars, a few rupees, a few funds, make sure to go to our GoFundMe page. Okay, and from Venice Beach, California, it's Danny Slant saying ciao ciao for now.